Good morning, good morning. It's Car Talk with Lady Lily. Car Talk with Lady Lily on the Wednesday. So, I was asked what I'm planning to reinstate or do the regular Car Talks. I hadn't thought about it, but when I sat down and thought about it, I'm like, well, I do drive in every Wednesday to the office. I probably could start back and get this going. So I want to shout out to my sister Greek, who I talked to yesterday, who brought that back up. I guess I can bring these back. I'm just riding on the work, right? Multitask. But anyway, thank you for that suggestion, sister. And I'm going to try to do my best. So at first, I want to say Happy New Year. We have made it to 2021. The theme is back at when I was watching Pastor Hannah's New Year's Eve service, and he was saying that the theme is back at one, almost, because this will be a year of starting over, rebirth, rebuilding, renewing, and I'm all for it. So we're back at one. I was watching last week before for a little bit. I guess it was a Senate meeting or hearing or something, and they were talking about the stimulus. And I was just appalled and baffled of how many people got up there and said there was no need to give the American people $2,000 and we can bankrupt the country, and I'm thinking, like, even the $200, I know they started giving out the $600, and there's more, of course, if you got kids and dependents like kids. But even thinking about the $2,000, that's still not enough, because there are people out here who lost their jobs and lost their businesses. Like, legit, it was all good back in February, and then March hit and things happened. So there are some people out here who are truly, truly hurting. And even getting the little stimulus money helps a little bit, but it ain't, a saving grace completely. So why not give it to the people to help them, pay that bill or put that food on their table? Because trust me, there's people out there that need it. And I remember somebody was telling me, oh, Lisa, you lucky, you work in education, you was secure. Baby, let me tell you something, it ain't luck. I don't count that for luck. That was God's grace and provisions. Let me tell you, because I got colleagues, I got friends that also work in higher ed, and they got set down, laid off, furloughed. How about positions were phased out, and they work in higher ed just like I do. So I'll tell anybody, it was God's grace and mercy, and just me being in constantly praying. So I don't count it luck. I just count it as God's grace and mercy. He keeps showing it to me each and every day. And having a prayer life, I was thinking, reflecting this morning as I wake up, because my first lady, the Dr. Cynthia Bernice Taylor, she always told us, you should never be in such a rush to get out of your bed in the morning to start, because your day is going to be crazy busy. You should really take that moment to wake up, to actually open your eyes and wake up and show gratitude and read and prayer and do all this stuff. If some people are into manifesting, that's your thing, that's fine. But you should really start your day by having a still moment, having a moment with God. And so I've been doing that, and I definitely see the difference when you start your day off settled versus hurry up, jump out the bed and just start rushing and moving. It's definitely I've been at it for a while quite now. So I finished my 100 Days of Believing Bigger by my Sean Evans Daniels. So now I moved into a 40-day devotional called God Hears Her. So I'm continuing with my reading, my journaling, my praying. That's how I start my day. And I'm into self-care. So I'm self-care, having that still moment in the morning, as well as taking your butt to bed. So I realize I function great when I have 7 to 7.5 hours of sleep. Now, I can make it off, like I've been in situations where I can make it off for 4 hours or 5 hours, but I feel like I'm really at my best when I can get 7 to 7.5 hours of sleep. And I know I'm sleeping good when I start dreaming all this craziness. So, self-care also involves getting your sleep. People's like, well, stop tending to other people, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's true. But also you have to, and take care of yourself, not just going to a spa or sitting in a bath. Hell, get some rest. Sometimes you just need some rest. A good night's sleep does you wonders, trust me. So I've been trying to sleep like a baby. And I can tell I've been dreaming some of the craziest, weirdest stuff you ever want to dream about. But it's not bad things, but I know ain't nobody got no mask on in my dreams, so I must be dreaming about post-COVID, because nobody got no masks, ain't no mandates, ain't nothing. We all healthy and happy. But anyway, going back to, God making provisions and prayers. I read the last book prior. I'm reading Mariah Carey's book right now because I try to switch it up. So I try to do something fun, something inspirational. So my book before that was Ferocious Warrior by Cora Jakes Coleman. I got to get that right. So Cora out here, everybody hollering about Sarah, but don't sleep on Cora. Cora out here doing her thing too. So she has her book Ferocious Warrior, and in that book she was talking about how your prayer life will shift from beggar prayers to believer prayers. And I think I have hit that shift, because I remember doing those, oh God, can you please do this? And oh God, I want you to do that and do it today, God, right away, blah, 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 blah. So my prayers now is, may we be open to the blessings and the opportunities that you have placed for us. Instead of praying on that one thing, that one connect, that one person, my prayer is, may we be open to the blessings and opportunities you have placed before us. Because that opens you up to what? When they say opportunities, that means more than one. Blessings, that means more than one. So when I say let us be open to the opportunities and blessings that you would present us, that means that's just opening you up for all the open doors. So that's a prime example of when you're shifting from beggar prayers to believer prayers. Because when you pray like that, they don't open you up to that one job you want. That can open you up to a multitude of jobs. Job offers. That don't open you up to one connect, that opens you up to multiple connect. And there's a difference when I see the difference when you do the believer prayers. There's a total difference from begging. It's almost like when you do the believe and you're making, you're having a conversation with God versus telling God what you want. And also, you got to show God gratitude. Don't be, God, can you, do you? You got to open up and say, God, thank you. Thank you for just, I thank him. You got that, my roof is staying on my head. People gas and comment, and the rest of them staying paid. So I thank him for the gratitude. I'm grateful. Like I tell people, I'm grateful for blessings, whether they're big or small. And you have to come in there with that different type of heart. I'm just trying to do it. And I want to encourage everybody, because I feel like we're here, 2021, we made it, back at one, but I feel like everybody's done lowered their expectations of this year, and they're tiptoeing in, and they're scared, and they're like, well, all this craziness is still going on. That is true. But I got that feeling when it's in my gut, it's pretty much right. This is going to be the turnaround year for us, y'all. This is going to be the turnaround year. This is going to be the restoration year. This is going to be the rebuild year, God. Rebuild year. Some good things are going to take place. The only thing is we don't know when. So, yeah, we may have a few months, you know. I'm trying to leave 2020 in 2020, but I know there's some things that have lingered into 2021, like, you know what. So, I'm praying that the turnaround will take place. And I'm praying that things will get better, because I was reading an email from Marshawn Evans Daniels, and she said something spectacular is going to happen. I believe it. I just don't think we know the date and the time of it, but something spectacular, it is going to happen. So we just have to be patient. I know it may look a little discouraging, but we got to speak it. So I know some people, I'm not doing a vision board. I'm not doing this because, you know, no, do your vision board. No, do your faith book, whatever you do. Because I went back, I looked at my vision board, and guess what? There were some things that happened off that vision board. Now, there were some things that did not happen, but there were some things that took place on that vision board. So what I did is I'm going to do another vision board. So I'm going to get those things that did not take place, move them over to this new vision board and keep it moving. So, you know. And that was my first time doing a vision board in a long time. I hadn't did one in a while. So, but there were some things that came to fruition off that vision board. So I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna keep it praying. I'm gonna keep striving. It's just, you know, it's time to put in the work. I always say January, February is a month you really need to put in the work and, you know, get into that groove and do those, you know, whatever you need to get in, you know, get going. That's what you spend your time doing for January and February. I feel like those are like the you know, months of action per se. But yeah, don't tiptoe. Come on in. 2021 is here. I want to say congratulations to Raphael Warnock. He won the Senate seat. It's been declared. So he will be going to the Senate. And he is a man of Alpha Phi Alpha. And he's a Morehouse man. I be telling people, y'all better stop sleeping on us, the Divine Nine, folks. Baby, we out here doing what it do. I sit in these meetings. I sit on Pan Hill. I go to my chapter meeting, baby. We out here. We out here in these streets. We be doing big stuff. We ain't coming to play with you. Give me 1 second.
I can help you.
Yes, can I have a number 1 instead of coffee? Can you make it a large Coke?
Large Coke, anything else?
That is it. Oh, can I have a $10 Arch card?
Sure, will that complete the order?
Yes, it will.
Hold on for the first of the thank you, 1586.
So, yeah, congratulations to Warnock. He won the seat. Osloff, and I know I'm probably messing that up. He is in the lead. So let's fingers crossed that we can go ahead and Georgia can flip to blue and we can get in here and do what we got to do. So I'm definitely praying for the Biden administration that they can come in and you know, get going and, you know, make all the provisions and do everything they need to have in place to get going. So January is a huge month. It's a big month. The Kappas had their Founders Day yesterday, so happy Founders Day to them. Just didn't seem the same because normally, you know, we would go out and go to one of these celebrations and celebrate with them, and, you know, it wasn't the same. So I know the Sigmas are up next. Come Saturday, they'll have their Founders Day. Then the ladies are Delta Sigma Theta. Then the lovely ladies are Alpha Kappa Alpha. And then Zeta Phi Beta. And then that'll be it for the Founders Days for a bit. And then we have the inauguration coming up. So this is a big month. Definitely a big month in the life and legacy of African American history and culture.
Hello, 1586.
Mm-hmm.
You got the order with the gift card?
Yes. Thank you. Have a good day.
Where's your card?
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, thank you. Yes, can I have strawberry jelly, please? Thank you. Have a great day. So yeah, we're excited about the new administration, and hopefully tying back to what I was bringing up about the stimulus. It's just baffled how there's so many people who I'm going backwards. I know I had stopped that thought, but I was just baffled as how many people stood up to that mic and said the American people don't need the $2,000. I said, baby, where do you live at? And what do you do? Because the people I see every day needs the money. So yeah, but like, as you know, my mom and my dad was saying, well, you know, a lot of those are rich politicians that don't know, you know, what it means, you know, to be poor or hungry or lose a job or always have privilege. So my dad said, yeah, privileged people don't know. So that's what I'm hoping things can turn around. I'm trying to see what else. I'm praying for Dr. Dre. He was sent to the hospital. He had an aneurysm. So we praying for him 2021. You better not start. You better not start. So he's in the intensive care unit. I haven't heard any updates about him, but just, you know, send him to, you know, send some prayers his way. We know prayer changes things. I lift him up in my prayers this morning because, you know, you don't want to see anybody sick and suffering. You know, he's still relatively young. I think, what is he, in his early 50s? So he's not an old guy. Didn't really seem unhealthy. So yeah, I'm just grabbing me some breakfast because today is gonna be a long day. I looked at my calendar last night, baby. I have 5 Zoom meetings that covers the entire day. So once I sit down at this desk, it is on till 4:30. I even have a Zoom meeting during my lunch hour. That's crazy. So I said I better get me some caffeine and get me a big little hearty breakfast because it's gonna be one. And I think I'm getting tacos for dinner because I've been cooking these past few days. And yeah, I might just pick up some tacos and kick back and relax. But I'm in the process of also writing Real Deal too, so I have to I was telling people I really want to use my evenings to sit down and write. I'm in the midst of writing chapter 3 of the book. I got a lot more to write because this book got to cover a lot more. And this book is going to be bigger. It's going to cover a lot more topics because this is the book that gets you through college. The first book got you to college. Now this is a book to help you get through college. So there's going to be a bit to do. So I'm excited. Also got to get going with, give me 1 second. Also got to get going with the scholarship applications for the Real Deal Book Scholarship. I want to have those ready to go by sometime in February, with the deadline being in April. It's a bit to do, and I'm teaching 2 classes this semester. So Mama Bear got a lot to do. So yeah, it's got a lot to do. So I want you all to be encouraged. Just be encouraged. And you got to speak it. You know, if you want this year to be different, say this year is going to be keep saying it. You might feel like you might sound crazy, but keep saying it. This year going to be different. This going to be my year. And, you know, people say that once and they just think, no, you got to do affirmations. You got to sit down. You got to manifest this stuff. So I think I've been talking too much because it's almost hitting 20 minutes. So I'm going to stop. But I just want you all be blessed, be encouraged. I am going to look to see if I can keep this up on Wednesdays for the morning drive-in. But once again, Happy New Year. Stay safe, social distance, wear your mask. I'm putting mine on as I get get ready to walk into this building. But yeah, take care of yourself and take care of each other. We will win. We will get through this. Everything is going to be all right. Peace out.